to mind, all you transgressors. Remember the former things of old, for I am the Most High power, and there is none else. I am the power, and there is none like me, declaring the end from the beginning, and from the ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I'll do all my pleasures. And what's his pleasure? His pleasure is to destroy this place, man. To destroy America, which is Babylon today. Babylon the Great. Right? To bring you so-called white people who are not white, you're red, into slavery, man, into captivity. Like you brought us into captivity. It's your turn. Alright? Okay. You know?
Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 9. The things that have been, it is that which shall be. And that which is done is that which shall be done. And there's no new thing under the sun.
And there's no new things under the sun. These dummies think that us being on these streets is a new thing. It's not a new thing. This was done of old by the prophets. These stupid ass bird brains don't read scriptures, but they call themselves believers in God. Don't they know that this is what prophets are supposed to do? Men, Lord, are supposed to do? Righteous men who fear the Lord are supposed to do? We're supposed to come out here and curse these dummies out, man. Bring them carnal words because they're not spiritual, man. But here they look at us as a fucking spectacle, man. They laugh, you know.
Verse 10. Is there anything whereof it may be said? See, this is new. It has been already old times.
This has already been of old times, man. Before us, we were out. Men of the Lord were out here before us, and we got men all over the world right now, man, in the four corners of the world, doing the same thing, speaking the same thing in the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. And you people are going to be waiting for your destruction, man. Your destruction cometh nigh.
11. There's no remembrance of former things, neither shall be any remembrance of things that are to come, but those shall come after.
Now this is speaking about reincarnation, man. We reward those men back in the day, man. Alright? We were those same men, doing the same work. Reincarnation, man, that's in the scriptures. Reincarnation means to bring back, reincarnate, which means to bring back the flesh of the gene, right? To bring back the spirit it never dies. You know, we just go back in new bodies. That's all it is. Every 4 generations.
The generations.
Oh, so I'll get that.
You know what? You know that generation.
Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, says the Lord, 2 parts therein should be cut off and die.
2 parts therein that should be cut off and die, man. That's the wicked of our people, man. The wicked of our people who think they're too good to get unto the Lord, man. To subject themselves unto the Lord. Alright? And the Father, man.
Verse 9. And I will bring the 3rd part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried.
See, the Most High is going to try his perfect men, alright, to see if they're made out of wood, alright, gold, silver, crystals, alright. He's going to try the men, and whoever he desires to make it through, that will be his will, man. You know, because you can't fake this.
They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say.
And what's his name? His name's not Jesus, and the Father's name is not God. All right, so you guys gotta keep searching. But the scriptures say, my name is terrible amongst the heathen, man. All right, so you people are gonna reject the name as soon as you hear it.
24, verse 26. Blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find him so doing. Verily I say unto you, that he shall make him ruler over all his goods.
What's so doing, man? Committing themselves unto the righteous acts, man. Right? Following the high holy days. Praying unto the Most High, man. You know? Make that calling election sure. That's what he's going to be doing. He's going to be watching for prophecies coming to pass. You know, being circumspect. All right? Always be circumspect, redeeming the times, buying back the lost time. You know, while you was in the world. You know, building on this foundation.
Verily I say unto you, that he shall make him ruler over all his goods. But if that evil servant shall say in his heart, my Lord delayeth his coming, and shall begin to smite his fellow servants.
And that's those men who couldn't wait, man. Who couldn't wait. They're gonna say, oh, he's not gonna be here for another 100 years, man. Let me just go and do my own thing. After they was ready, they had the hand on the plow. the Most High, the Lord, all right, the Father and the Son ain't gonna have anything to do with a man like that, man. That's a double-minded man right there. Go ahead.
And to eat and drink with the drunken, the Lord of that servant shall come in that day, when he looketh not for him, and an hour that he is not aware of, and shall cut him asunder, and appoint him his portion with hypocrites.
You see? Read that last bit there. Drinking with the drunkens, all right, the drunken.
And to eat and drink with the drunken, and the Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for him, and in an hour that he is not aware of, and shall cut him asunder, and appoint him his portion with the hypocrites.
You see, every day you're looking for the coming day of the Lord, man. All right? You're meditating on the Word. You know? You don't might not have the scriptures with you. It's lucky. You might not have the scriptures with you, but you want to meditate on the Word, man. Because in that day, the Most High is gonna, that man's gonna be accepted, man. That man who's gonna always be pondering on the Lord, man, on the Most High, man. You know? This is just to edify the fact that there's reincarnation in the world. Genesis chapter 15, verse 15, it says, and thou shalt go to thy fathers in peace. Thou shalt be buried in a good old age. But in the fourth generation thou shalt come hither again, for the iniquity of the Amorites is not yet full. So it says, but in the fourth generation thou shalt come hither again. So that says that a man, when he dies, he comes back every 4 generations. You know, to show you that, you know, that's the Most High. That's what he's about, man. These people have no clue about this. The people in the churches believe that reincarnation is evil. That old thought of reincarnation is evil, man. Now, if that's the case, then the Most High is evil, then, right? The Most High plays both parts. You know? So there's nothing new, man. We've been here at one time or another, man. You know? Not the same body, but the same spirit. You know? The scriptures say the spirit of a prophet is subject unto a prophet. So if that prophet dies, he's gonna come back. Like our elders today, man, we believe that they're the prophets of the Lord. You know? They have much knowledge, man. Like they've been here, they're 1,000 years old. The amount of knowledge that our elders got, it's like a man, they've lived 1,000 years, man, and gained that much knowledge. You know, and with all that, they still find new scriptures. Elder Gabar keeps finding out, you know, Ramlab, all of them keep finding new things, man. That's to show you that the word is ever searching, man. You know? It's a lot of food, you know?
Revelations 1 and 3. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand.
For the time is at hand. The time is at hand, right? It's getting close, man. You know, midnight's coming, man. You know, the clock's about to strike 12. You know? And when that day comes, man, it's going to be dark. Like the scriptures say, man, a very dark day. You know, these people are not ready for it. You know? When the scriptures say, blessed is that servant that waiteth, right? You know? And it's patient. You know? Go ahead.
2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 15. Study to show thyself approved unto the Most High, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth.
Rightly dividing the word of truth. So there's a way that you're supposed to divide the word, right? You know? It's like cutting a expensive piece of meat, man, or beef. You go to a chef and he'll say there's a specific way you're supposed to cut it. You're supposed to cut it to get the best taste, the best the best flavor out of it, you know, the best texture. You don't just butcher the meat, man. This is meat right here, right? First starting off with the milk, now you're dealing with the meat. Divide it right, you know? But these people think they can just pick up a Bible, pick up the word, and all of a sudden come out here and wield the sword all of a sudden, you know? Like it's a fucking wand. No, this is a sword, man. It's for cutting. You know? It's for, you know, confounding people, man. You bring out this word, people get ashamed, man. They get embarrassed.
2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 6. But though I be rude in speech, yet not in knowledge.
And that's the prophets who are rude in speech. That's the Apostle Paul speaking. Although he was rude in speech, but not in knowledge. What's that all about? You know, we may speak carnal words to you, but the Most High desires is meant to know what they're talking about, to know how to break down the word, man. And we give thanks to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man, Yahweh Hashem, in the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, for giving us these words, right? The word to make it through the day, man, to stay stable, you know?
2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 6. But though I be rude in speech, yet not in knowledge, but we have been thoroughly made manifest among you in all things.
We've thoroughly manifested you in all things, man. We show you both sides of the card, of the coin, man. Show you both sides. You know? We're not gonna show you the shiny side all the freaking time. We're gonna show you the dirty side, man. We ain't freaking simple people up here, man. This is a carnal world, man. So we got, if you guys ain't spiritual, we're gonna show you the carnal side, man. And we can get real dirty up here, man. These stupid ass people, man.
First Corinthians chapter 1, verse 10. Now I beseech you, brethren, by the name of our power, Now I beseech you, brethren, by the name of our Lord Yahushua Mashiach, that ye all speak the same thing, and that there be no division among you, but that ye be perfectly joined together in the same mind, in the same judgment.
And you know, if you're gonna speak the same thing, it's all in the spirit, man. You know, I was speaking to Jake. You know, he's right now he's just slowly getting fed the milk, but he was telling me how he always believed, and his brother believes that Yahushua, man, the Lord and the Father, they're black men, right? They believe that they're black, but his brother continues to go to a so-called white church, getting taught by a so-called white or Edomite pastor. But the thing is, he believes Jake believes that Yahushua is black, but everybody in the congregation believes he's white. And some people believe that he's translucent or he's no color, you know? So that's not coming and speaking the same thing. Before you speak it, you're gonna believe it, you know? They're not speaking the same thing in these churches, man. One person believes in one thing, another believes in being somewhat different, man. You know? When the scriptures say that which is crooked cannot be made straight. Here it is, you got all these wicked ass people in the churches, you know, speaking lies. Out of all of that, you're not gonna get anything good. You know? Nothing good is gonna come out of something wicked, man.
John 10, verse 1. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that entereth not by the door into the sheepfold, but climbeth up some other way, the same is a thief and a robber. But he that entereth in by the door is a shepherd of the sheep.
And that shows honesty, a man who's honest, all right, and true, all right. When this is the truth right here, man, broken down, you know. If you're not gonna come in the true and in the sincere word of the scriptures, man, understanding how it's broken down, you know, then if you're not coming in that way, man, you're coming through the gate or over the gate, man. You're climbing the fence like a hireling, man. You're a freaking thief.
Verse 2, but he that entereth in by the door,
or liar,
the shepherd of the sheep, to him the porter openeth, and the sheep hear his voice, and he calls his own sheep by name, and leads them out.
And that's Yahushua, man. You know, he came in, he's a shepherd, you know, and we hear his voice, so therefore we speak the same thing he speaks. That's why we're out here. We prophesy like he prophesied, man.
And when he putteth forth his own sheep, he goes before them, and the sheep follows him, for they know his voice.
And who's the sheep? The sheep are the elect men of the Lord, man. That's the sheep, you know. And the rest of these people are goats, man. They're nothing, man. These people are simple, you know. The walking dead.
Verse 5, and a stranger will they not follow, but flee from him, for they know not the voice of strangers.
And who's the stranger, man? This is a stranger. One of the strangers, man. The Antichrist, all right? This is, if you got this image in your mind, all right?